Peeps, YouTube, what it do? It's boy Gnome coming at y'all real quick, man. Talked some old Detroit Lions preseason for game 2 yesterday against the New York Giants. Although this deserves its own topic, before I get into the Lions, the Detroit Lions game, this topic I'm about to mention deserves its own video. Unfortunately, right now I have a lot of stuff that's taking time away from me to do videos right now. I'm still going to be bringing out content, but I don't have time to dish out 2 videos. So forgive me for those who are fans of this person. This person deserves their own video and get dedicated to him. But I'll take this time to say rest in peace to Aretha Franklin, who, by God, made real music that you can always listen to for the rest of your life. She was good for gospel and soul and songs like that, R&B. She was always good for those songs, man. She's a true legend, true kind lady. Was a wonderful, lovely lady who made a lot of moms happy, a lot of grandmas happy. A lot of her music got played on Sundays. So I know a lot of people were sad to see her gone. I wish her family the best, and I hope that she can live happy and free and healthy up there in heaven. So rest in peace to Aretha Franklin. Thank you for all the good music. Now, guys, let's get to the business with the Lions. Lions go 0-2 in the preseason, which I'm kind of happy about because I want to see the Lions learn how to adjust from game by game. I want to see what they're going to do to fix what appears to be their weaknesses. If you look at last year's preseason, you can tell the Lions seemed like they were good on both sides of the ball at times. But then, like, that Patriots game kind of exposed a lot of stuff in the preseason last year, which I wanted to see. And it was a good thing because we had a lot of weaknesses last year. And this year, it looks like the total opposite. First teams and second teams defense, they were getting after the run pretty well. They were actually letting up a lot of stuff in the air game this time. But late in the game, when the third, fourth teams came out there, you saw different paces of the game. They were running the ball on us better. We were falling for easy little trip plays a lot better. Offensively, the pass protection was bad. Run blocking wise, it wasn't that great either. I mean, Garrett Blount had some good runs in the third teams. Abdullah had a snap fumble. It was a snap fumble. It wasn't a legitimate fumble by him. It was a snap fumble. And leave Abdullah alone. I'm not so into being on just beating down Amir Abdullah. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a all around back. He's a guy that is there to find spaces and holes that are made and take advantage of those spaces. He's a small bat that you should throw the ball to as well, just as much. Use him. That's why I'm not so big on giving him up. He's a guy who should stay on this team. Basically, Lions, Matt Patricia, he's just running through different schemes. Now, you notice the difference between two of the quarterbacks. Well, outside of Matt Castle being horrible, you notice that Jay Rudock got called up after Stafford had his few plays in. They played him after they let him out. They actually let Jay Rudock play first after that. And then they put Castle in. Then Castle came out the game, and Jay Rudock closed the game out this time, as opposed to last week where it was the other way around, where Castle got most of the run. Rudock came in, then they put Rudock back out. I noticed they did that yesterday. So I thought that's interesting. So I feel like Matt Castle should be just go ahead and get cut. Find some other experienced young quarterback that's looking for a home and make them duke it out instead. I think that's the best way to go about it. Honestly, Matt Castle is not going to offer anything. Deshaun Hand had a solid game. He had a solid game last week as well. I failed to mention that. Another situation with Darius Slade, just proving why he was a Pro Bowler. It was a lot. He was probably the player of the game, Darius Slade, I had to say. The Lions are just playing preseason football, man. They're not trying to spectacular everything. They're not trying to win the game. That's good. The defensive line stuff, I think that'll settle out once we get everything together. They look too basic right now, and I think that's what it is. They're playing basic. They're not trying to be they're going in, putting players in there for a play here and there. So people should not be complaining so much on a preseason game, You got bringing in new guys to come in on the team. Like we just not finally seeing T.O. Redding get a pass, and he looked good. Jace Billingsley had a nice couple passes. Catches, and then you had Brandon Powell making a streak, very good catch. Dantes Ford came, made his name. Michael Roberts, who everybody gave up on last week, said get rid of him. He came, made his plays. King Viles had a decent catch here, some blocks, and so did Michael Roberts on the blocking end. Did have T.J. Jones tip a pass. He didn't quite have it, and it caused an interception. You can tell he was frustrated on the sideline. Speaking of frustrations, boy, was Matt Patricia looking frustrated. But he keeps his demeanor calm. He doesn't just explode on players like that. But you can tell he's really frustrated, which is something you want to see from your head coach because you know that he's really eyeing on your heart. He's bringing a level of aggression out on a team that I think is going to come in handy. So, yeah, I think that's what it is, man. The Lions are just figuring stuff out. Finally, we're playing like a preseason team instead of a regular season team, man. And in my humble opinion, though, the Lions will be okay. It's good to see Kerry Hyder still getting in work. And I'm going to keep my eye on Cam Johnson, too. That guy, if he would have cleaned up on that hit he made against the quarterback and made a sack, I think he was focused more on trying to pop the ball out. I think that was wrong for him. He should have just wrapped him up as good as he could with that first hand and then just made sure you wrap him up and just bring the guy down. I think he was being too overzealous, but I think he may be good and somebody enough to keep your eye on. Definitely. I hope we show more interest in him. And Kerry Hyder looks like he still hasn't lost too much of a touch. You can tell they've been coy with him, but he's getting his reps, though. It was good to see a lot of our running backs getting their time to play, so everybody can show a little bit what they got. You got Garrett Blount with the third teams, you got Riddick with the first, second teams, and this and that. You just throwing them around. That's what I want to see out of a preseason game. I want to see preseason players getting thrown around, earning reps, getting more time, man. And that's all I got to bring for y'all today on that, man. You pretty much know what it is with the linebackers. You saw the game. The linebackers are in and out. Their coverage was sloppy. But, it is what it is. I'm waiting to the regular season before I get a true analysis on this team. So with that being said, shout out to everybody DV, all the One Pride fans. Y'all take it easy. Remember, it's just a preseason game, nothing to get crazy about. And I'm known signing out.